Hi fellow reefers, I'm Eddie of Eddie's Reef Aquaria. Today's weekly video is another coral in the series of the ones that I purchased from Worldwide Corals, the Purple Stylopora. I went ahead and I did some research on it, and wait until you find out all about this coral. I'm going to go into different specifics like water, the parameters, where it comes from, and the placement of the coral. So I hope you enjoy this video. Hold on one second. Okay, and here we are in front of the tank, specifically targeting the purple stylo. Now, excuse me, this basically is what I found out when it comes to purple stylopora, but also in general, all the styloporas. First of all, this coral belongs to the SPS types of corals. In other words, small polyp stony corals. Now, this coral has delicate branches and beautiful polyp extensions which give the coral a soft, fuzzy look, as you're noticing right now. Now, the most common species found is called S. pistillata, and that I'll spell it out and put it on top of the actual shot, which has been confirmed inhabiting the southwestern coast of South Africa all the way to the far South Pacific. Now, they typically inhabit shallow water reef heads and are well known to have a wide range of growth forms depending on local conditions. Now, they tolerate minor shifts in water parameters a little better than most Acropora species. So this coral is not as finicky or as delicate as the acro. As a matter of fact, when I shot this video, afterwards I had to move two of the acros because they started to get a little pale, and I had to ramp up the MP10 to 100% and change the program to Reef Crest. So that's what you're dealing with when it comes to acros. But when it comes to SPS, and specifically the stylos, they're not as demanding as the acros are, which in general, they both fall under the umbrella of SPS corals. Now, they're well suited to tolerate some variable placement conditions in your system. Since they are so adaptable, as evident by their wide distribution in the wild, they can survive in a wide range of system configurations, including lighting, flow, etc., that are likely to assist as the new SPS keeper, but keeping in mind, although, that they are SPS corals, which require some skill and really good water conditions in order to do well. But as a beginner, you are certainly increasing your odds of success with a hardy Stylopora species. Now, I went ahead and I looked at what they call the quick stats of these type of corals. And this again holds true to the majority of the SPS corals. When it comes to care level, well, I'd say it's moderate. Lighting, well, mid to high. Although, as you notice, I placed it on a rock, just barely being elevated from the substrate. But I'm going to try it here and see what happens. If you follow me, you'll notice on the previous video that I talked about acclimation and how I acclimate everything, corals, fish, inverts, and then after I acclimate them, I put them on the sand, on the substrate for 2 weeks. Then that's when I start to move them around. And this is the process that you're seeing. 2 weeks have passed, and so I started to move them around and place them in different parts of the tank, and always checking my levels and making sure that the coral is doing good. And as I progress and see that, then I'll either move it higher or leave it there. But for now, the quick stats as I started, the care level was moderate. Lighting is medium to high. And then the placement, it's a large variety. You can put it on low placement, mid water level, or high water level. Now, when it comes to water, the flow should be high. And the temperature, I would say between 72 to 76 degrees Fahrenheit. I keep my reef at 78. It's fine. It's not no major dilemma. DKH, the range that these types of corals should be kept is between 7 and 9 DKH. And then the pH, I would say between 7.8 and 8.3. And salinity, of course, 1.023 to 1.026. Now, putting all this into a summary of the research that I did, this is what I came up with. The stylo has long been a favorite of reef keepers of all skill levels. It is a truly attractive hard coral that has many different looks. It adapts well to a wide variety of systems and placement, and so can be used to complement many different types of systems. Well, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, you found it educational, and you liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Right next to the subscription button, there's a little bell. Hit that. That's the notification button. So every week when I go ahead and I upload a video, you'll be the first ones to be notified that Eddie's Reef Aquaria uploaded a video. Well, that being said, this is going to be the last video for the year. In the coming year, I'm going to tweak the channel. There's little things that I'm thinking about of doing. But before I close, I do want to thank all of you for the support, the understanding of all my videos, the feedback. And I do want to say Merry Christmas to all of you out there. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, happy reefing. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.